G'day, welcome back to Dad vs Son. We're going on with a new scenario, and this one is Tournament Battle Pack scenario number 9, Operation Mercury. Again, this is a scenario by Brian Collars. Thanks, Brian, and hopefully we'll do it justice for you. So, the situation for this one is Rethmenon vicinity, Crete, 20 May 1941. Expecting a seaborne invasion, little did the defenders of Rethnemon concern themselves with an airborne invasion. So, airborne invasion of Crete. So, 41, the victory point marker, as you can see, is 6 on the Allies' side. Time is 3, sudden death 8. Both Axis and Allies are line. Axis have 3 orders, and Allies have 2. Allies defending, Axis attacking, and the Axis starts with the initiative. The only objectives are K and L, where basically objectives 3 and 4 are worth 3 VPs each, and hence the 6 VPs that the Brits have. Objective control, the Axis has objective 5. Allies have 1 through 4 at the moment. The Allies will set up first, 8 hexes deep, and their side of the map is the southern edge, and the Axis will set up second, 2 hexes deep on the northern edge. Surrender, Axis 9, Allies 8. Axis had the first turn. Special rules is Axis elite teams may use assault fire as if they were smoke grenades, and defensive fire for number 2 is Allied player may use assault fire for spray fire instead. Okay, so that's something we'll have to try and remember. Now, for special rule 1, it says Axis elite teams. It doesn't say squads, only teams, and they have some of those. So let's have a look over here at what the makeup of the forces is. And what the Germans have is our good old friend Lieutenant Schrader. He's back again. He seems to be getting pushed from pillar to post, this poor bloke, and now he's in bloody Crete, sorry. He's backed up by Sergeant Gans, who is a range 2 command radius. He has 7 paratroopers, 3 elite teams, 3 LMGs, and a light mortar. British-wise, yeah, typical. We have poor old Lieutenant Lyndhurst and Sergeant Hawes, who looks like they were evacuated from Greece to Crete, and they have 6 line, 3 weapons teams, a HMG, 2 LMGs, and a light mortar, and they can also have 9 wire set up after the fact. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the next 5 seconds not making any mistakes. As you can see, I didn't make any mistakes because I didn't do anything. So yay to me. Righto, so what I'm going to do is I'll pause it here. I'll set up the Brits, set up the Germans, set up the wire, and then come back to you, okay, and explain why I did what I did for all the wrong reasons. Won't be long. Rightio, back again. So what I've done is I have set the Brits up in line with the situation report, which was simply they weren't expecting anything. So what we have is we have the platoon commander here, Lieutenant Lyndhurst, in the headquarters area with his people. Okay, he has 4 line squads. And over in the armory here, Sergeant Hawes is getting the rest of the platoon ready to go out and do the changing the guard and everything else. So he has got 2 line squads and a weapons team, and he has the light mortar and the heavy machine gun. The only people we have at the moment is we have our sentries, a weapons team with a light machine gun at 4 with wire around it, including in this gully area because this is where he can see into. And over here on objective 3, another weapons team with the light MG as the sentry with a bit of wire in front of them to stop anybody assaulting them. Righto, so the Germans have set up within 2 hexes of the back, and what they have is they have Lieutenant Schrader here has set up a fire support team as such, and he has 2 squads, an elite team with the light mortar and a light LMG, or a light LMG, that's a bit of a tautology, isn't it? Okay, an LMG. And here we have Sergeant Gans with basically the assault troops. So he has everybody else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parachute squads, an elite team with an LMG, and another elite team with an LMG. Okay. So once I put the Germans out, that's when I decided on the wire, and that seemed to be the best way to do it. Okay, so let's draw the cards. 6 for the Germans attacking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 4 for the Brits defending. Like that. We will get started. That's it. I don't think I've forgotten anything, but I probably have. So let's see how we go. Germans first. So always a good start. They have a move, a recover, an artillery request, but there are no artillery, so they cannot use that at all. An advance, which is always handy. A rout, which is sometimes handy, and a fire, which is always good. So they've got 6 separate cards, no double ups. So what do they want to do? So we know that they need to move forward. But we also know that they need to cover themselves at the same time. So Axis Elite may use assault fire as if they were smoke grenade. Do we have any assault fire? And we do, but it's only on the recover and on the rout. So that's pretty good. And we also have a smoke on the fire card. Okay. Okay, so let's just have a look at Lieutenant Schrader and his mortar to start with. Now, he doesn't have smoke for that, but he does have a line of sight across, and he does have a line of sight across, and there is no hindrance in either direction because they're above such things. So, did he want to lay a bit of mortar fire? Or does he want to move and lay a little bit of cover smoke? Because I think these guys are going to have to get up into these gullies, okay, to do some sort of breakout. Even if it's into the gullies and then around here through the shrubbery, through the brush and that way maybe. Or they just do a runner straight across here. Okay. Best thing for them to do at the moment is ignore the artillery request card because they can't do anything with it. Ignore the rout card because they can't do anything with it. Ignore the recover card. So they have an advance, a move, and a fire. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to move. We're going to activate Sergeant Gans over here. And the first person that's going to move is this little parachute man here, and he's going to go. Now, if I remember, it's 2 for a gully. 2. Okay, and there is no visibility. Unit A can't see Unit B in a gully unless A is adjacent or at a higher elevation. Okay, so you can see him. Duh. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. Let's see what they have. And they have an advance, a command confusion, a recover, and a route. So they have nothing to fire with anyways. So he goes 2, he goes 3, he goes 4, and he stops in the wire. Right there. And then all of Sergeant Gans in this mob go 2, they go 4, and they go 5 to here. This guy's asleep. This one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into there. This one will go 1, 2, 3, 4 and stop there. And these two will move together and they will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. They'll stop. They can't stop there. They will go 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. That way they're all in command radius. Right. Now on top of that, what they are going to do is they are going to use this route card here, the assault fire, because this team is moving and they can use that for smoke. So what they're going to do is they're going to chuck smoke right there, and it's a 9. So that's going to stop him coming back with any fire or whatever else in his next turn. Okay, so that is 1 order and 1 action. So they have left a recover they don't need, an advance they can't use over to their right flank, and a fire. So I think what they wanted to do now is try and isolate the other machine gun if possible. So they're going to do a fire action order. They're going to activate Lieutenant Schrader. The first thing that's going to fire is the mortar. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to here. 3 3s are 9, so that's good. So the mortar hits, kerplonk, and it's hitting for 6 plus 2 for the trees is 8. That's it. 8 and 6 is 14. Righto. So this guy is sitting for 8, 9, 10 here. Does he want to do anything? Can he do anything? No, that'll do. So he's got 10 and 6 is 16, so he's good. Then the LMG is going to fire. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's only the LMG that can fire. Nothing else is in range. So it's going to fire for 5 into here. It's 5 plus 4 is 9. Like we said, he's already sitting there for 10. Not that you can see because blah, blah. So here, it's for 10. Plus 8 is 18. Righto. Other than that, that's all the Germans want to do. So they'll get their 3 cards back. And we're up to the Brits. So let's come back here and have a look. So the headquarters mob can hear some shooting going on. So they have an advance, command confusion, which fits, a recover they don't need, and a route. So they're just getting their poo together, is what it comes down to. So what do they want to do? They can't move anybody. That's not going to help. There's nobody to route. There's nobody to recover. We don't want to advance. And as the Brits, we can get rid of 4 cards if we wish. So what are we going to get rid of? And I think what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the route, even though it has an assault fire on it. I don't really need smoke that much at the moment. We're going to get rid of command confusion because I don't really need that at the moment. And I'm going to get rid of the advance because I don't really need that at the moment, even though the sustained fire would be handy. Because what I need is fire, and I would say I probably need ambush cards to start with. So 3 cards for the Brits. We're back to the Germans, who have a recover, an advance, and an artillery request. And they have another artillery request they cannot use. They have another fire, well, a fire card, and another advance. Right. So what they are going to do is they are going to play an advance, and they are going to activate Sergeant Gans and his mob, and they are going to advance into Objective 4, like that. Now, no. Okay, so they've advanced into there. This man is going to advance into this wire here. This guy is going to advance into here. These are going to advance into here. And he is going to advance to here. Now, that should puts them in, but they can't shoot at him, but they can shoot there if they wished. But of course they don't have fire, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, so the Germans do not have a ambush. Do the Brits? And the Brits do have 1 ambush. Yay! So they're going to play that. Okay, so they're going to play it, and they're going to do that. Yeah, just like that. Okay, just give me a tick. Sorry, just had to discuss something with she who must be obeyed. Okie dokie. So, defender first, and he is sitting here with a hull 2. That's all he's got. 2. Plus 11 is 13. So, hey, not too bloody bad, is it? It's not too shabby. But the Germans have got 3. Plus 7 is 10. Plus 2. So even if they draw snake eyes, they still win, don't they? And they get an event. And the event is Medic! Rally 1 broken unit. And look what they've got here. And this goes ahead before the attack or anything else, so yes. They have blown the poop out of there. So let's get this right. The Brits have lost an LMG and a weapons team. So a weapons team is worth 1 VP. But they've taken Objective 4. So we lose 1, 2, 3 VPs, and they gain 1, 2, 3 VPs. So they are now at plus 2 VPs. The poo heads. Righto, let's just sort this out like that, and they have Objective 4. Jumping. Righto. So what else do they want to do? They don't need to recover anything. They can't fire with anything over here, but they could fire over here, and they have another advance, which they don't wish to use at the moment, so they're going to fire. Here we go. This is their second order, And they're going to, again, do the same thing as they did last time. You're going to fire the mortar first for 6. And it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to here. That's it. So we have 4 5s is great. So it hits for 6 plus 5 is 11. This guy's sitting here for 10 already. And 4 is fine. Then the machine gun fires for 5 over to here. 5 plus 6 is 11. And again, he is fine. What else do they want to do? And the answer is nothing. Righto, so 2 cards for them. And the Brits have got 2 recovers and a command confusion. So again, we can't fire, we can't move, we can't do jack. So I'm going to get rid of 1 recover and the command confusion. Leaves me 1 recover and I get 3 cards. We're back to the Germans who have an advance, a recover and 2 artillery quests they can't use. And they've got 2 fires. Okay, so what do they want to do first? Diddle diddle die die. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What do we want to do? Okay, what I think we're actually going to do is we're going to get rid of these 2 cards. Okay, get rid of them while the going's good. And see how we go. So there's 2 there. Back to the Brits, and they've picked up a fire, and another recover. Okay, we can't move anywhere, but at least we can fire this bloody time. And what shall we fire at, I ask? And the only thing we can do is we could fire from here to there, or here to there. And there's not much sense in shooting into there. So we will use this order to fire. We're activating Sergeant Hawes, and the first thing that's going to fire is the mortar, and it's going to fire for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going uphill is 6, and again we're looking up, so I don't think we have to worry about any of this. I suppose there is one, isn't there? This one's close enough for him to be looking up and through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1, plus 1. Oh, minus 1 is 3. So we have 3 plus 7 is 10. And he's sitting up there for 8 anyway. And 8 is fine. So then the HMG will shoot. And it's shooting for 8. And he's shooting for 9. Minus 2. Yeah, is 7. And 9 is 16. And again, he is sitting there for 8. And is there anything they can do? And the answer is no. 8 and 4 is 12. Not enough. The sniper hits at G9. And G9 is right here. So they're going to take out the weapons team so that the heavy machine gun cannot fire. So he's hit. So what do they want to do? What do they want to do? They will take the hit. They did have a light wounds they could have used. Okay, Brits are then going to use one of their recovers to recover this guy, and it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we have an event. He's passed. And the event is Shell Shock. Break the unit closest to a random hex. Okay, and the random hex is F8. Well, it's got to be him. He's in the hex. So there we go. And he recovers. Now, we're still doing the recover action. So as far as I'm concerned, we can try and recover him now because we haven't finished. That's the way I see it. I could be wrong, but yeah. So he is at 7 plus 1? No, 7. And he is fine again. Okay. And that's all the Brits can do because they only have 2 orders they can give. They get 2 cards back. We're at 25 minutes, but we'll keep going at the moment. Right. So what are they going to do? Righto. They're going to play advance. And they're going to activate Sergeant Gans and his mob again. And the first person to advance is going to be this parachute mob who will advance 1 down. And now they are out of line of sight of these people. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're in line of sight of him. So do we wish to fire? And I think we will. So we are going to fire at them. So Lieutenant Lyndhurst here is activated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the only one that is in range. So he's shooting for 5. There is no hindrance. And we have nothing else to help. 5 plus 10, 15. And he is sitting there for 8. And 4 is 12. So we're going to have to use light wounds. So he comes off. Play when a German squad is about to break. Replace with a matching team. Instead lose 1 VP. So parachute comes off. Sorry, going the wrong way. And an elite team comes out and goes there, like that. So the next one to advance, 1 VP, so they're down to 1 VP, is this parachute will advance into this wire. These will all advance down into here. Now, he has line of sight to them. They don't take the smoke with them. They stay up there. So he could fire at them if he wished. That would mean another fire order, and then both of them are then activated to fire. But I think that's just a waste at the moment. So this guy is going to go to there, and these ones are going to come up to here, like that. So they've advanced, and they've used light wounds. So they have a recover, and they have a fire to use. And again, they're going to leave them. So that's it for them. We'll do the Brits' turn, and then we will stop it there for this one. Right, so we have a move, and we're going to use that first. And what we're going to move is we're going to move Sergeant Hawes with the HMG and this team here. And we're also going to move him. So the first things are going to move. He's the only one that has a line of sight down here. Yep. Okay. So Hawes and this are going to move together. So this can move 3. So it goes zip, 1, 2, 3 to here. So it's not great, I know, but it's there. And this guy is going to move. And he is going to move and go a 1, a 2, a 3. And he's just going to sit here waiting. The mortar is going to wait. And that is all we're going to do. Yes. So 2 cards for the Brits. And that is the end of that. We're at 30 minutes, which will do fine. So, let's see how that goes, okay? Yep, done. So again, welcome your feedback. Let's see how we go, and hope you're enjoying. Bye for now. Catch you soon.